Oh, hey there. Didn't see you. Today I bought some things off of Amazon and Temu. So it turns out Temu is even cheaper than AliExpress. So I might as well buy from there if you're gonna buy from AliExpress anyways. And then the problem with that is Temu has this limit where you have to buy at least $20 worth of items and then you can actually purchase them. So I was struggling with that, and then I asked my parents if they wanted anything, and at some point I got past $20, so I ordered it. But for Amazon, I am pretty excited because I ordered two mics, and I have the splitter here for the mics. I don't know if you can see that well. No, that's gonna be tough to see with the light. I should get a new light too. A light that's like a panel rather than this one's more like a bulb. That's why I can easily block the light and there's this massive shadow. But I was thinking of getting like a panel all behind or at least a little bigger than this bulb. But the splitter, as I was saying, was it's just this. It's a Y splitter, so at least that's what they called it. So there's an audio jack right here, and then this receives two audio jacks. So basically, I can use the two mics and then plug it into my computer, and boom, podcast mode. Pretty excited for that. So I'm gonna get them tomorrow because of 1 day shipping, and then I'll test them out, see how they go, see how they work, if they're good. I'm pretty excited about that though. That means once I get those mics, once I set them up, that means I can just start going ham on the podcast, just like going crazy, inviting all my friends basically to start doing podcasts because honestly, that's that's the dream. Why not too? Why not invite as many people as you can to join you on a podcast? Specifically for me, I'm looking to improve my speech. So this is the best opportunity I could get. I mean, it's not a formal way of really or a casual way of speaking. So maybe it would change my speaking patterns to a more formal way. But I think it's the practice that I get is just as valuable as if I did it with a stranger casual speaking. Really excited for that. But we'll have to wait for the mics to come in and yeah, we'll go from there. Today, also later today, I'm gonna be doing a podcast as I said yesterday. I'm not really as nervous as I was before. I'm kind of excited though. I hope it goes well, but I know to expect that it's gonna perform poorly. That's just how it is. The first podcast is not gonna be great, but the idea is to keep on doing podcasts and just get better at them. And hopefully, I'll be able to redo this first podcast so that it actually is a better one to the level that I'd like. It'd be nice to do, I don't know, repeat this podcast maybe a year from now and see how much I've improved from talking. Hopefully, get the conversation to an even higher level in terms of quality and content, and maybe even depth. And of course, there's going to be different things to talk about. So I think that's really a perfect opportunity. I'm really excited. all that to say that I'm just really excited. All right, that was just the preamble. I gotta get onto the topic. So, going back to when I was buying things though, Amazon and Temu, you feel when you buy, even shopping online, you get this dopamine when you click the checkout button, when you click submit order. And it's dangerous. Like they capitalize on that. Temu especially, you see their gambling addict prompts. They've got spin the wheel and then they've got lottery jackpot, like the three lines, and then you hit all of them, and then massive coins appear. Like that's a gambler's dream. That's my dream. And I'm sure it gets people, but even without that, even just buying off of Amazon, you get this dopamine. It, it's it's not natural. Like usually you can't. We haven't had an age. We're in the only century where you can get things, buy things on demand, and have it shipped to your house within one day. Things across the country, across the ocean, from other countries. It's insane. The transportation, the amount of logistics that goes into this, insane. And all of that contributes to the dopamine that you get just by clicking a button. So you get, I don't know. It's I do know. It's a bit of dopamine that you get and you just feel like you got to keep on buying. Honestly, I feel like I'm pretty controlled. I'm pretty diligent, disciplined in terms of buying things, but sometimes it gets me, and sometimes I do feel like in the buying mood, and it's really hard to get out of it. I recognize that. Talking about other dopamine things though, like our society is just filled to the brim with dopamine. Honestly, I'm an awful example for this, or maybe even a good example for this, because when I eat, I can't do anything. I have to have something that stimulates me. So I'll either be listening to music, which is the lesser evil, or I'll be watching a YouTube video, which is the evil, and it'll consume me. Like I'll finish eating and then I'll just sit there and keep on watching and just like keep on scrolling, you know? It's painful. It's something that I've been working on. That's why what I was saying with this, the listening to music, the Spotify being a lesser evil, where it's, I think it's less dopamine because it engages just your hearing, not your visual and audio receptors, I guess you could say. But it'd still be good. It'd be even better if I didn't have to listen or watch anything. I could just sit in the moment and listen, I guess, to myself. Be comfortable with the silence. That's that's actually a really powerful exercise that's that I learned on YouTube by this YouTuber called Dr. K, and he specializes in mental health. And one of the things that he was saying was basically what I was doing, where don't try not to just consume content. Have a period of your day where you're just isolated from all the dopamine, the doom scrolling, and just actually think. Think about whatever you want to think. I mean, I have one of my friends, he watches YouTube to fall asleep. because he's gonna stay up just thinking. And that's a good thing though. You want to be thinking. Like that's natural. But you shouldn't have the insane amount of dopamine threshold where you have to watch a YouTube video to fall asleep. Like that's that's unhealthy. Just just hearing that, everyone knows that's unhealthy. So I guess my homework for you is eat a meal. Actually, go a day. Nah, okay, we'll start off easy. Eat a meal without any dopamine stimulation. Well, obviously there's going to be dopamine when you're actually eating, but what I mean is like no massive dopamine. So no watching YouTube, no listening to music. Those are the big things. So just like live in the moment. Think about what you're going to do in the future, what you're going to do after you're finished eating, or how your day went. Yeah, so they say that meditation can help with this, but I think there is a bit of science that backs this up, a few studies that back this up, but I'm a little bit skeptical. I've heard bad things about meditation, even, but I haven't looked into it much. I would prefer to just meditate on God because I'm I would consider myself more on the religious side, and I feel like I mean meditation isn't in contrast with Christian values, isn't in complete contrast with Christian values, but having this focus that yourself is the most important seems like an unhealthy mindset. Now, you can do what you want, but I think personally, focusing more on God and like one of the things that I was thinking earlier today was being thankful for things. But I have trouble understanding as an atheist. Like there's a lot of things that I have trouble understanding if you're an atheist, like creation, like how were we created? That's one of the biggest things, in fact, because you can never answer that. You can say Big Bang Theory, okay, but like who created the Big Bang Theory? Who started the Big Bang Theory? There had to be something originally, and no matter how logical you are about it, you have to come to the conclusion that there was a greater power. Going back to the point though, you have being thankful has also been shown to be helpful in mental health cases, just general mood, I guess. And as an atheist, though, like, who are you thankful for? What are you thankful for? Yeah, you can be thankful for your life, but like, to me, it doesn't make sense. For me, I'm clearly thankful for God giving me all these things. Yeah, there's a bunch of other things that I just don't really understand. How I don't understand how you could be an atheist with all these things in the world. And I might talk about that in a later video. I didn't mean for this to be more on the theological side, but that's how it is. That's how my mind works. So, yeah, I guess yeah, summary recap. Dopamine detox. You got to do the dopamine detox. That's your homework for today. Gotta eat a meal, a single meal, without watching YouTube. You think you can do that? I think you can do that. You've got it. You've got it for sure. And don't listen to music either. That'll be a tough one. All right, I'm out of here.